All right, guys, I am in my Gmail. I just received an invoice from a contractor. It could also be a supplier. What I like to do is download the invoice. This one's for 2,500 bucks, and I like to go into Contractor Foreman under my project. So this one's for the iCryo, and I click here, and then I go into the project, go into the financials tab, and then under bills is something that you have to pay out. So it's accounts payables. So I click the plus sign in the project. You can also go into the menu and go into bills and install this information. So after I get the invoice, I go into my projects. I go into the actual project. I go over to the financials tab, and under here, under bills, I click a new bill, and this is where I can put all the information in here. I select the vendor. The vendor can also be a contractor or a supplier or vendor. They all kind of people that you're paying out. So this one, I am going to be doing the contractor that invoiced me. So once I get their information, select that. The due date is typically on their invoice. Typically is 90 days, so 90 days after February 9th, 2003 is when I got the invoice. That's when they'll send it over to me. So let's just do the 9th, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 6th. Be due by the 6th. Description, acoustical ceiling tile install. They installed some of this for me, which was really great. What I then want to do is come into this tab here, add items to bill. I go to a manual item because I had them come and bid it out for me. I had a line item budget and a plug number when I submitted the estimate originally. And then they came out and gave me a number. So this one was for 2,500 bucks. The unit cost, or the unit, is $. Item Design West. I just like to put the company name here. Cost code, acoustical ceiling grid. I don't have that cost code, but essentially you would want to fill out the cost code. I'll just do services for now. And then you click save and close. This will add the item that needs to be paid out. And then I always like to add the attachment. Upload file. I use Chrome because Chrome allows you to just pull the file that you download on the bottom. Click upload. And then now you have the file here. Click save. Now when you go back into your project, you can see an overall view in the financials tab, the financial overall view. So if I go here, it'll load in, go into financials. Now the balance means that I have to pay this contractor or this vendor 2,500 bucks. As you can see here, these are all zeros because I paid them out already. So if you want to do a quick view and see this information, this is all the information. Oh, and I forgot to let you know that in the reference number, I just like to put their invoice number just to kind of keep track of their information. So this one is 23081. Oh, actually. Oh, so this is a subcontract that I had with the it's like referencing this subcontract agreement. That's pretty cool for the reference number. as you can see here, before you have someone, a contractor, do some work, you always want to make sure that they sign a subcontract agreement first, so that if anything goes wrong, the subcontract that they signed that you can always refer back to. So this subcontract agreement was right here. I had them sign. I had created a subcontract number, and I can show you this on another. I think I had a video on that, but if you guys have any questions about any details that I'm showing you here, please comment down below. So they approved it, and I'm just basically pulling in, since this project is already linked, all these other subcontract agreements was paid for and approved. So the only one that's pulling up in the bills to reference from is this one here in the projects. So let me go over the projects, go into the iCryo project, and then the financials tab, and there it is. If you wanted an overall view of all the multiple projects and how much you need to pay out, I would go over to the menu tab and click on bills. This will show you everything you need to pay everyone. So I have a project here called Springville Com. I still need to owe this contractor $25.95, but I already paid them $25.95. So I just got to basically update it and let them know, hey, I paid you and everything's good. So that the only thing that I see that I need to pay out is this $2,500. So this is a good way for your accountant or for your administration person to realize and keep up to date with. That way your QuickBooks, your project billing, your costs, what was that word? The cost, or your project costing, is all up to date and everything's squared away, and you know where you are at financially on the project. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to learn more about the software, there's a link down below. I will receive $200 for if you do decide to sign up for the software. I will give you half of that. Venmo, Cash App, whatever. If you have any questions on anything Contractor Foreman business, I'm gonna make a business systems and what it does and how I've implemented it into my business. Give me the success that I have for my business. Until then, guys, keep building.